especially when you're an entrepreneur or you're an artist, a musician, whatever it is, you have to establish some kind of a schedule and some kind of goals, because it's very easy when you're working from home to kind of let everything else come before, especially if it's a creative type of business. Hello, it's me, Cheryl, back with another review of the mastery program through Milan Art Institute. I wanted to, let's see, I'm in part 3, and I'm at almost the end of part 3. Just getting ready to start my my production week, and production week is doing 8 paintings at once, 8 to 10 paintings, 8 to 12, I think, at once. And so learning how to try and produce many paintings, and they'll be small. I'm going to do 8 by 10s, actually, just panels. And Ellie explained that this is kind of to help you understand, I think Demetra explained too, helping you understand how you can do more paintings at once. And I believe too that it's kind of another way of building your skill, because I know that I can paint pretty fast. Even alla prima, I enjoy it. My skill level's not there yet, even taking time, which we've talked about with my current paintings. But I want to learn how to paint a lot at once, because my time is compacted into certain clumps of hours each week, because I am the full-time care provider for my adult son with autism, and that takes up a lot of time, and I don't want to take time away from him. So I kind of end up packed into certain days, certain time frames where I'm trying to fit it in. So I've worked out a pretty good schedule for myself, and that's important. And we talked about that too in the last couple of weeks of the program, creating schedules, creating goals, all of those types of things, and really valuable information. And I really appreciate that. And we all know, most of us who've been in any kind of a work environment, we know about having to schedule and set goals and so on. But it's good to be reminded, and especially when you're an entrepreneur or you're an artist, a musician, whatever it is, you have to establish some kind of a schedule and some kind of goals, because it's very easy when you're working from home to kind of let everything else come before, especially if it's a creative type of business. Everything else is going to come before. I know for me, if there are things that have to be done, I feel guilty to do my work, because how can people think of art as work? So I am forever battling that. I will apologize. I'm sorry, I got to finish this painting. I can't sit down with you to watch TV tonight. He's like, why are you apologizing? Go do it. It's your work, so he gets it, but I still can't think of it as what I do. It's not sunk in yet. And maybe that's just because I haven't sold anything yet. I suppose down the road, when I start selling things, I'll feel better about it. But for now, it's just learning, getting to a point where I can sell things. And it's not all about selling and making money. I am passionate, and I want to be the best I can at whatever I try. I'm driven in that way. If I don't feel like I'm reaching a certain level of expertise, I will keep trying. I will get frustrated, and sometimes suffer from imposter syndrome and think, well, why do you think you can do this? Who do you think you are? why are you even trying? My little voice, that little voice in my head will say those things to me. So my previous video, the last one that I did, I talked about that, having doubts. I go through those feelings, that kind of emotion with anything that's challenging to me. I don't usually give up, but I do get frustrated with myself. And there are times when, especially if I'm investing money and a lot of time into something that isn't going to have a very quick payoff, I start feeling guilty about spending that much time on it. So that's something personal I have to work through. And some of you may be able to relate to that. But I feel much better. And I did work on the paintings a little bit more. I'm still not sure that they're ready for any kind of sale, but I also did some fun ones to add to the portfolio that are like completely different from what I've done so far. And that's just because I needed to get back to my voice, I guess. I'm still struggling with what is my voice. I kind of know, and I know what messages I want to send. Because I believe that that's what art is all about. It's sharing emotions and life's adventure and imagination. It's sharing those things with the world to help bring them a moment of either joy or deep thought or amusement. And I love to amuse people, and I love to surprise people, and I like to create things where people go, wow, I never thought of that. So that is my voice, I guess. That's kind of who I am. It's just figuring out what kind of paintings can I do to represent that. So let me show you what I did. I started working on this one. And this one is the Queen of the Sea. And it's based on a Polynesian goddess, I believe, who it's a whole story, and you can look it up, but there's I can't think of the name. I should have written it down so I could tell you. Anyway, the name of this goddess, but she commands the sharks and keeps the people protected from the sharks. And those are triggerfish, which are native to, I think, the Hawaii area. So anyway, that was fun. My husband loves sharks, so I wanted to do a shark. And I'll put a little clip of me doing some of this painting. I did a whole demo on it, which was way too long. So if you want to watch that, just give yourself some time because it's long. Anyway, so there's that one. And then this one was just another fun one. I like aliens and I like dolphins and I like the ocean. I think that the glare in here makes it hard to see the deep colors, but there are some pretty deep colors. So I will share a little bit of me doing this one, and then I'll share the photos so that you can see a better photo, because the light is coming in the window right now and it's hard for you to really see the details. And this one is just called Ancient Friends. So that's kind of who I am, I guess. And then just showing you, I redid some of the coloring. She still is a little too brown, but again, I'll share the photos because it's hard for you to see in this light. I cleaned up some of the details in her hair. I think what I still need to do though is probably go in and put more hairs in here so you can tell that they're curlers. I worked a little bit more on her eye, give it a little more detail. So when I share the photos, I think you'll be able to see the difference from the last video I showed. Same with this one. I worked on her facial, the colors a little bit. I detailed the raven face out, did a little more abstract atmosphere work on that one. So let me know which one's your favorite, or this one I didn't do anything else to. But I have I'm supposed to do 30, so I've got a long ways to go. But in production week, the 8x10s, I'm thinking of a theme for those. And I think that'll help me maybe get back on track. Because I'm frustrated still with not being able to really hone in on what I want my 30 portfolio pieces to be. Some idea, but still working on it. So thank you very much for your support. Thank you for subscribing. And if you like this video, you like what I have to say, please hit the like button. Share it if you think anybody could use the I don't know that I'm giving you any information that's useful. It's just keeping you up on my adventure. But if you can relate to any of it and you have something you'd like to share, let me know in the comments. And in the meantime, I'm going to, when I do production week, I'm going to film as much of it as I can. So I will probably get that started on this week, Thursday. And so it'll wrap into next week. So I'm a little bit behind in the program, but that's okay. I've been ahead for so long that I needed to allow myself some time. Also, it was my son's 30th birthday, and I was planning his party. We had family coming in, a couple of other things that were happening, just personal things that we needed to do or wanted to do. And so I took a little bit of a break. But I'm ready now to get back on track. And I'm so glad you're here along for the ride. And I will give you a peek over my shoulder for production week. All right, so we will see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.